Life is a stage, and each day we meet people of all kinds. Some are genuine, while others seek to manipulate your emotions or sway you with their words. But remember this, your speech and behavior reveal your true strength. A wise person stands apart. They do not waste words on noise or empty talk. Instead, they treat language as an art, measured, deliberate, and powerful. Stoic philosophy reminds us that our words are reflections of our character. Guarding your speech and protecting your energy is not weakness. It is a mark of wisdom. In today's video, we'll uncover the 7 expressions a truly wise person never uses. Learn these, and you will sharpen your power with words, protect your inner strength, and avoid falling into the traps others set for you. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs these lessons. Now, let's dive in. Expression 1. It's not my fault. When something goes wrong, a project fails, a relationship faces problems, or simple situations go awry, the first instinct is often to immediately blame someone else and say, "It's not my fault." However, this sentence never works for a wise person. A wise person understands that true power is not in avoiding mistakes, but in accepting them. Avoiding responsibility is easy, but it merely shows weakness. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control everything in the world, our reactions and behaviors are entirely within our control. For example, if a project at work fails, it is easy to point to a team member, manager, or market conditions. But a wise person asks themselves, what could I have done better? Which decisions did I make incorrectly? They take responsibility and learn from the process, becoming better prepared, wiser, and avoiding repeating the same mistakes. Accepting responsibility strengthens your relationships and shows your character. Blaming others is easy, but a wise person chooses the harder path of knowing and improving themselves. Expression 2. I am smarter than everyone. Pride and arrogance never suit a wise person. Human nature sometimes pushes us to compare ourselves to others, leading to the thought, I am better. For a wise person, this mindset is never correct, as comparing oneself to others is actually a sign of inner emptiness. According to Stoic philosophy, true greatness lies in improving oneself, not in belittling others. If a friend achieves success or learns a new skill, a wise person acknowledges the friend's success, gets inspired, and uses it as motivation for their own growth, focusing on growing themselves without belittling others. Simplicity, humility, and working on oneself are the true signs of strength. A wise person strives to become a little better every day instead of comparing themselves to others, which preserves inner peace and strengthens relationships. Expression 3. I can't do this. When faced with great challenges, the third expression wise people never use is I can't do this, as they see it as a trap and a barrier. True strength lies in not giving up and learning from every situation. A wise person sees challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, focusing on what is within their control, such as their reactions, choices, and efforts, which is where true growth begins according to Stoic philosophy. If a wise person wants to learn a skill, such as dancing, and feels awkward or clumsy, they don't say, I can't do this, and give up. Instead, they first acknowledge their fear but do not let it grow, saying, let's see how I can do this. They move forward with small steps, learn from failures, and know that continuous effort makes anything possible. Expression 4. I don't have time. Each of us has 24 hours every day, but we frequently hear the phrase, I don't have time, which is often just an excuse. Saying I don't have time usually means, this is not a priority for me. A wise person regards time as the greatest wealth. They understand that life itself is time, and every moment is an irreplaceable resource that must be lived carefully. If someone wants to improve their health but says, I don't have time to exercise, a wise person would first ask, what is truly important to me? And determine their priorities. For example, they might dedicate just 20 minutes early in the morning for exercise instead of wasting that time on trivial things like social media. A wise person knows that directing time toward a purpose is real power, and small daily choices accumulate to create significant results. A wise person manages time according to priorities and avoids wasting it. Expression 5. I have no right to make mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of being human, but saying, I have no right to make mistakes, traps us because it represents fear and avoidance of growth. Avoiding mistakes means avoiding new experiences and learning opportunities. A wise person sees mistakes as life's greatest teacher and opportunities turned into experience. They never fear making mistakes. When giving a presentation, for example, a wise person views mistakes not as threats, but as a learning process. Even if the presentation fails, they analyze every error, what went well, and what needs improvement, making them better prepared for future presentations. The fear of mistakes can stifle creativity, but a wise person takes risks and learns from the outcome, even if they fail. Mistakes do not make a person weak. They teach, strengthen, and help you become wiser every day. Expression 6. I will not change. Time flows, people change, and life constantly renews. Trapping oneself by saying, I will not change, limits growth and keeps one stuck in a comfort zone. A wise person knows that resisting this flow only brings stress and suffering. Saying, I will not change, resists the natural rhythm of life. Stoic philosophy states that everything flows, and adapting to that flow and moving with it is the greatest wisdom. Change does not mean losing yourself. It means finding yourself and becoming stronger, wiser, and more understanding. A wise person views every situation as a test that provides an opportunity to learn and grow. Changing and adapting is a sign of strength and wisdom, whereas freezing in place leads to regression. Change is necessary for both personal development and for harmonious relationships with others. Expression 7. I am alone, I don't need anyone. Some people say this to appear strong, but it is actually pride, not strength. True strength lies not in needing no one, but in knowing how to ask for help when needed. Human nature is social. We are created to connect and support one another. A wise person understands they cannot solve all challenges alone. Difficult decisions, large projects, or emotional stress require support. This is a sign of inner strength and smart management of life. The Stoics emphasize that a person's strength is not just individual ability, but also living in harmony with society. Without social support, a person cannot fully realize their potential. Asking for help not only contributes to the growth of knowledge and skills, but also maintains inner balance, and it is a way of valuing both yourself and the other person. A wise person balances asking for help with providing help, understanding that friendship, collaboration, mutual respect, and trust are key pillars. Saying, I am alone, I don't need anyone, leads to loneliness and isolation, depriving oneself of personal growth and meaningful relationships. The words we speak reflect our character, thoughts, and worldview. Stoic philosophy teaches that every word reveals who we are. A wise person knows that words are power. When used correctly, they elevate a person and enrich those around them. Empty, meaningless, or harmful expressions reveal weakness, pride, fears, and arrogance. A truly wise person is skilled not only in speaking but also in knowing when not to speak. Sometimes, remaining silent demonstrates more strength than speaking, especially when you want to criticize or react emotionally, strengthening your inner calm and the respect others have for you. A wise person avoids empty criticism, excuses to evade responsibility, and attempts to appear superior. Their most powerful expressions are silence, carefully chosen words, and responses given at the right time. Thinking before speaking, using reason before emotion, and avoiding meaningless words are signs of wisdom and respect. The power of a wise person lies both in the words they speak and the words they refrain from saying. Friends, think about what other words or expressions a wise person should never say. Share your thoughts in the comments to increase your own knowledge and help others. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, and turn on notifications to stay updated on new videos so we can continue learning together. See you in the next video.